Hello, everybody. Welcome to Saturdays with Steph. Today we are sewing up the Puzzle Mystery Quilt Carnival from Cotton Cuts. This is month 6. So after this, we will have four more months left. And the next one is Tree of Life. That begins in February, but there will be a few changes with that one. We're not going to be sewing it live like we are doing now on YouTube. It's going to be a private Zoom, and we'll tell you more about that coming up, but it's going to be Fridays. And Shannon, what time do we decide? 6 p.m.?
Yes.
6 p.m. on Eastern time on Friday evenings. We have many reasons we're not going to do it live anymore, but that's all you guys need to know. Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So if we need to adjust that time or whatever, we'll let you guys know. But for now, that's what it is. Next month, we'll be here for month 7 on the 2nd. Let's see, what other things do I have to talk about? We've got lots of announcements today, so they can start sewing. Actually, I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and then they can start sewing, and then I will tell you all the other things going on. So I'm going to start with Rusk, since you're at the top on my screen, so go ahead.
I'm Russ with Quilt Meets World, and I am doing Skydiver, and it's for my sister. I also have Ferris wheel for myself, but that's not being seen here right now.
Nice. Shelly C.
Hi, I'm Shelly C, and I am working on the Ferris wheel one that Russ is not working on right now in the size small.
Very good. Carrie.
Yeah, so I am doing the small in fortune teller.
Nice. Bev.
I'm doing the small in log flume.
Very pretty. Hey.
I am doing the small skydiver.
Nice.
Oh. Right page.
And Shelly S. And you're muted, hun. She is doing the small and petting zoo. You guys can't hear her.
Sorry.
Okay. That's okay. Go ahead.
Go. Do you want me to start over?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. I'm Shelly, and I'm doing the small in the
Perfect. Karen B.
I'm Karen B. I'm doing the small sky flyer with the blues.
Nice. And Shannon.
Shannon, Slay Arts. I am so out of sorts today. I was super late, very late. So I haven't grabbed the box yet, but I will be doing the small hot air balloon, which is blues. And I will show you once I actually get to it over here.
No worries. And I also have the petting zoo in a small, but I also have, my daughter has the sky diver, the same one as Kay, and I also have a large sky flyer, and I get those two mixed up, the same one that Karen has. So we've got almost all the colorways, not quite, but almost all of them between our group here. So that's really fun. All right, so I'm going to let these guys sew and Shannon grab her clue while I talk about a few things coming up. So this next weekend coming up, not tomorrow, but the following Sunday, is Shannon and my virtual retreat. It's our first virtual retreat. Super pumped up and excited about that. We set all of the cutting instructions, well, cutting and or yardage requirements. I don't think, Shannon, you had cutting instructions, right? But for FPP, that doesn't matter as much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for mine, especially, there's fabric requirements and cutting instructions. I've had a few people send me things like, can I use this charm pack? Can I use this layer cake? You can try, but I can't guarantee they're going to work. So you may want to stick to the instructions that we sent you. You can feel free to change the colors. You know, you guys know I'm a blue freak and I made this project out of blues, but you can make it any colors you want. I did put some suggestions in the email. Yeah, stick to at least the as far as the fabric requirements, as far as the yardage that we recommended, then you'll get the best results. Let's see. Then the patterns will go out next Saturday, late in the evening after Saturdays with Steph. And then Sunday, we will open the doors at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. We will start promptly at 9 a.m. doing our sewing up or getting the instruction actually, because Shannon's going to kick us off with her lovely pattern, which I'm really excited about. Can you tell them the name of your pattern? Oh, you're muted. Sorry.
It's catching, Shelly. It's called Paper Magician,
So
which
cool.
I'm totally geeked out about. So
I
I'm
am
so
too.
proud
When
of
you sent
myself.
it, I immediately thought of Paper Mario, and I don't know why.
Nails in your door.
So really cool. So Paper Magician. Really excited to have her lead us through an FPP project. It's very beginner friendly because I know a lot of you out there were saying that you're brand new to FPP. You're a little scared. Don't be scared. Shannon's
scared.
awesome. She'll be able to teach you everything you need to know to finish the project. Then we'll send you an agenda of how the day is approximately going to go, but probably before lunch will be the FPP project. After lunch will be the traditional project. If we need to adjust hours with how much time Shannon needs to teach everybody, then we can. But I want to make sure we don't leave on Sunday without you knowing how to finish your project. Yep. Okay. So that's the virtual retreat. The next thing I want to announce is the Georgia retreat for this coming year. Now that this past one is over, it's really hard to think about this year because it feels like we just got back, but that was last year. So this year's Georgia retreat is now open. So if you are interested in coming and having a ton of fun at the Georgia retreat with all of us, we'd love to have you. I have some spots open. They're on the website now. And actually, let me put that command in. If any of you are interested, you can check out the retreat website. And yeah, love to have you. It was a great time. There's lots of video and photos in the Together We Sew group, my Facebook group. And there's videos on Russ's channel, Shannon's channel, my channel, and Steven's channel. So if you want to check out the retreat and see what it's all about. Yep. And some of the lovely people here today, that's Shelly Squared and Bev, were there, as was Russ and Shannon, and we all had a great time. So definitely check that out. A couple things coming up in the next week. New York Beauty on Tuesday, and then the potato chip quilt that I did on my channel yesterday. I'm going to let Shannon tell you about those two things in just a minute, but just a reminder, those two things are coming up. Wednesday is the next Moda Blockheads 5 Part 2. That started this past week. I got the first block up. This week will be this Wednesday will be the second block, so I'll get that up sometime on Wednesday. And then Wednesday is also the Stephen and Stephanie Sew Day that we host every Wednesday. It's a free Zoom open to anybody who wants to come and join us and just work on a project. A lot of times we chat, a lot of times it's quiet for 2 hours. We just sit and work on projects, but it really helps you finish things. So if you have some time anywhere between 9 a.m. Eastern time and 4 p.m. Eastern time, come on over and join us. Even if you can only join us for a little bit, you don't have to be there right at 9 a.m. because I know there's some people here from West Coast. There's some people all over the place. So whenever you can drop in, we'd love to have you. And then that evening will be our brand new segment, I guess, for lack of a better term, called The Social, which is kind of like The View or The Talk. It's going to be Russ, Shannon, Stephen, Walter, and I, and we're going to sit around and we're going to chat about all things sewing. So that will be 6 p.m. Eastern time, Wednesday evening. Wednesday is going to be a busy day.
Yeah.
Stephanie, I love your optimistic outlook that we're going to ever be able to keep it strictly to sewing.
I know. Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure lots of other topics will come up, but we do have a plan to talk about some sewing stuff, but we'll see how far that gets. All right, so I'm going to stop talking, start sewing, and I'm going to let Shannon tell you about the New York Beauty and about the potato chip quilt.
Cool. Okay, so Sunday, tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern on my channel for my brunch, I'm going to be doing the potato chip quilt that you see behind Stephanie, and excitement of all time. Her video yesterday was over 10,000 views the last time I looked. I'm not sure what it's at yet, but so, I mean, we are in the presence of viral royalty right now. So I was excited because I couldn't think, I just I just could not do another legit kit tomorrow. So I was like, what's going to be good to do? And I saw the video and I'm like, oh yes, I have Vegas strips up the yin yang. So I can definitely do that. And so Stephanie very graciously agreed to come on and make another one with me. So we'll both be live on my channel for about an hour because that's about how long they take. And yeah, I'm excited about that because it was a no-brainer. I didn't have to do any maths or anything like that. So we'll do that together on Sunday, and then you'll see us both back together again Tuesday night, again on my channel, because the odd months for the New York Beauty will be on my channel, and we will be doing block 3 of the New York Beauty, which is Brolga, Brolga.
Yeah.
So if you haven't yet, print those out, or trace them, or whichever way is easiest for you. Get those patterns ready to go and your fabrics picked out. I haven't even chosen which ones I'm going with for Tuesday, so it'll be as much of a surprise to you as it is to me. And that is Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern, again on my channel. So yeah, block 3 already. I'm excited.
Yes. And I'm not sure if I said this, but the social will be on Steven's channel. Did I say that?
I can't remember.
I don't think
now.
you did.
I did. Anyway, the social will be on Steven's channel, the Idiot Quilter, right here on YouTube. So Russ, how about you? Do you have anything coming up that you want to talk about?
I have my weekly vlog coming out tomorrow, which is going to have a lot of stuff because it's been 2 weeks. That's the only thing until Saturday with 11sies. I don't think I have anything special coming out this week.
And then the social with us.
The social with everybody's.
Yes, that's going to be so much fun.
After
So, I did
seeing
wanna-
the 5 of us together at the retreat, it's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. So that's one thing I did want to talk about really quick. If there's any gentlemen out there, because I see Sean, the guy who sews, hi Sean. But if there's any other gentlemen out there that would like to join the retreat, Georgia, I do have one spot in a gentleman's room. It's just not published because obviously I don't want a female to claim that spot. I don't think it's fair to stick a female in Russ's room. So if there is any gentleman out there, quilters, that would like to join and take a spot, then you'll have to email me to let me know. All right, so let me go back and say hello to everybody. I'm not going to call out individuals' names because there's a bunch of you here now, but glad to have you all here. It feels like it's been a while. Yeah, because we were gone, and even though we were doing lives, it wasn't our normal setup, so we couldn't see like chats really well, and it wasn't like our normal times. Plus, I mean, it sort of was, but we weren't on for like the normal length of time we are. Plus, after doing Vlogmas for so many days, now
that was
it was a lot, but because we did a video every day, I feel like it's been like a month, even though it's only been a week since we were on with all of you guys. So kind of a strange feeling.
I will say that we were all very, very nice to the gentlemen retreaters. So don't be scared if you are interested in coming. We
only
promise to
have
be
2 or 3
kind.
bruises and they're fine.
And
That
they
was
were very
mostly
nice
because of
to
the crazy
us.
dancing.
They were very nice to us. And Russ got those bruises from dancing. It was his fault.
Those are self-inflicted.
Excuse me.
So for those of you that are here that weren't at the retreat with us for New Year's, what did you guys do for New Year's? Like Carrie and Kay and Karen, what did you guys do for New Year's?
Well, the weekend before it, I was actually in Georgia, about an hour from you guys. I was over by, Russ might know where, but I was over in Rome.
Stitchery.
Then I was supposed to go down to Florida, but my grandson was, so I was there seeing my grandson and my daughter. So, but they had a bit of a cold, and so I didn't want to take that down to Florida with me. So I actually came back home, and well, I posted it on your page. You're like, oh, what's everybody doing? I basically sewed an entire quilt on New Year's. So, you know,
That's awesome.
had nothing better to do.
I'm pretty sure, didn't you post up a picture of your grandson?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that because Sarah goes, who's that baby? And I said, that's one of the ladies' grandson. And he's so cute.
Yes. I think he is. I'm pretty partial.
Adorable.
Well, I had to come home from seeing the actual cutest baby in the world.
Aw.
So, who waited until the week after I was gone to walk. Sweet.
Oh no.
Oh,
The audacity.
Right? She's got a lot of making up to do to me now.
Yeah. She better say grandma first.
So, yeah. Had to come back and get ready to come back to the real world of work.
Yeah.
Blah.
Think we started the day with the Sydney fireworks at 8 in the morning, volume controlled on the TV, so that's amazing. Had friends over in the afternoon, played some board games, and we're in bed by a solid 9 o'clock. It was amazing.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Exactly right.
That sounds like a great New Year's.
It does.
I'm telling you, Karen, it was all we could do for all of us to stay up to midnight. We had toothpicks.
oh,
It was a struggle.
Yeah. I remember the last about half hour, Shannon was sitting there like,
I feel like I've seen New Year's once in the past 10 years, and then definitely in university, but since then, not really a thing. So,
yeah.
I just cannot party like I used to.
Yeah.
And there were a couple of nights where we were up late.
late.
We were.
My body was revolting.
I don't think I
what
went
do
to
you
bed
define as
earlier
late?
than 1.
Ooh.
What did you say?
I said, I don't think I went to bed earlier than 1 any of those days.
Oh, yeah. Well, the one night Shannon and I went up, but we gabbed for a little bit, so I don't think we went to bed till about 2:30.
Yep. But then
And
there
I
was a
think
night that I was asleep by like 9.
I was gonna say, I think that the only reason we ended talking then is because we both fell asleep while we were talking to each other.
When I left, I made it down to my friend's house in Fort Valley, and she fed me supper, and I went over into the little apartment that they had separate from their house, which was really nice. And I was asleep by 8 o'clock, I think. I was out like a light till the next morning.
Yeah. I think you needed that though.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I think it was my sinuses, and I hate to admit it, but I guess I must be a real Florida girl now, because being in that altitude really got my sinuses going.
There was
house
something
was getting
going
everybody.
on with the ventilation, I think, because I was coughing, and then there was one evening, Steph came over and was chatting with me in our area, and then she starts coughing, but she wasn't coughing in her area. So I think there was something with the vents.
I think they need to change their furnace.
Maybe.
Yep. I sent her an email and I said, a few of us had some sinus troubles and we had some coughing when we were under the vent. So I think maybe your furnace filter might be dirty.
Did you tell her that her oven needs more pressure? Needs a better gas line.
Yeah, I'm not sure how well they can get that fixed up in the mountain there.
Well, it's propane, so they can have whatever they need because the tank is right there. It's not a natural gas line.
Oh, gotcha. Hi, Lori. Great to see you. We're just talking about what we did on New Year's. So for all of you in the chat, what did you do for New Year? Anything fun? Sounds like Ingrid was asleep before midnight, she said.
Wise woman.
Right?
One thing I can say I got done at the retreat with my village green. It went from
Did.
nothing to completed in 2 days.
You did. It's beautiful.
That
It was beautiful, yes.
it was, and impressive to get that much done.
Yep. You got a lot of stuff done, Russ. You got that and what, 2 table runners and some gnomes.
You were slave driving us. You
know,
fed
I
us
had
sugar
my
and made us work.
I know. I was right behind you with my whip, threatening you.
Strong selling point for next year.
Yep.
You know, I was ready to put the green quilt that I was working on, I was getting ready to put it on the long arm, and I looked, and the top and bottom row of arrows were supposed to be going the opposite directions,
Uh-huh.
and they were going the same directions. So I couldn't stand it. I took it apart and did them right.
Oh. I don't think any of us even noticed.
I didn't either till I almost had it on the machine.
Did Walter not look at it?
Walter did miss something on my gnome, so
He what?
Walter did miss my goof on my gnome, the first gnome.
That's
He
because
was exhausted from the driving.
Yeah.
he was too busy trying to figure out his own quilt.
Plus, I think he saves most of it for Steven.
Yeah, I think so.
I still no unicorn. There he is. Never mind. Well, when I chose this, part of the reason I did was because the line had this fabric, and there he is. See him?
Oh.
Oh,
And
cute.
so I was very excited, but every time I get a piece, I'm like, no unicorn.
Oh.
I've got a little bear right here.
Oh, that's cute.
I just start over there.
Wow, there's a lot of half square triangles this time.
Yes, and my machine wants to eat every single one of them.
Oh no.
Well, I know that means new needle time, but I don't know why. I think I can just put that off forever.
Oh, Janet, I hope you're feeling better. She said she had the flu for New Year's. That's no fun.
Ooh.
Hey, Stephanie,
Yes, ma'am.
by chance, that quilt that Denise made,
Yeah.
there's the wilderness one.
Mhm.
By chance, would you have any more of those?
I will look around and let you know.
Reason being is I just found out that my son got my grandson a tent and all the goodies to go with it, and they're gonna start camping.
Aw,
I thought that would be such a cute little quilt for Toberman.
that would be adorable.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. So I was like, I was gonna just ask you if you had any more available.
Send me an email when we're done and I will look tonight.
Thank you so much.
That is a really cute quilt. I can't wait to see it done.
Shelly Stewart, how was your traffic coming down through on the 2nd?
My traffic for the first and the second was not any better than going up. It kept saying congestion during certain mile markers, but they were only 4-mile increments, and it would take me like 2 hours.
Yeah, I was like, I sailed. I really did. I sailed right through on the first because I came down through the really worst part fairly early on the first. And I thought about you. There was one place that I had a 20-mile tie up because of an accident, but
Yes.
Coming north was unbelievable. It was bumper to bumper. I can't tell you for how many miles, at least 20 miles going north, bumper to bumper, maybe 5-10 mile an hour. I felt so sorry for those people. Oh,
Yes.
Is Florida traffic always like that?
No,
yes.
Sometimes it's worse.
not, this is during season though, that's why. But once the snowbirds go back up north, I don't think it's as bad, at least not in my area, maybe up by Bev, but not
Yeah.
down.
Everywhere from Tampa north, it doesn't seem to matter. Middle of the night, middle of the day, middle of snowbird season, middle of summer. It doesn't matter. It's always bad.
Oh, okay.
But I hit from the moment I got in my car until I got south of Atlanta the first day, it was horrific. The traffic, the people cutting me off, and then I ended up having this horrible experience that we're not going to talk about on YouTube.
Uh-oh.
It was bad. It was really bad. And I saw 3 car accidents, and one was the back, it was a 4-door car and the back end was gone. So,
Oh gosh.
I was praying that nobody was in the back seat. But yeah, there was just some things that happened on the way that your eyes just can't unsee.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Well, now I'm not so sad that I couldn't drive down there.
Well, I was I was very grateful that I traveled most. My biggest travel time was on the first. It was pretty good. I guess everybody was still hungover. Well,
Sure they were.
So Janet said she's feeling better from the flu, so that's good. And let's see. Colleen said, this week I made a small 9-patch with a specific layout. I was looking at the first panel and had to be my own Walter. Candace said I was up till 4 a.m. sewing and a 12-hour Zoom. Wow. Hi, Shelly Sews. She said, you're all being too quiet. And then she said, OMG, there's 3 Shellys.
Yep.
And there's 2 Shellys with S at the letters SS, Shelly Sews and Shelly Stewart. Oh my goodness.
Are all 3 L-E-Y?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yep. L-L-E-Y. Yep. Wow.
I dropped my E at the end a long time ago. I yelled at my mom and said, why would you do that to me? There's too many, when we were learning cursive or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, why would you do that? Because I like the way it's spelled like that.
Jackie of Stitch Art said she just finished assembling the Village Green Aster. Awesome.
Oh,
Shelly So said, I wish I was a snowbird. Steven's here. Hi, Steven.
Hey, Steven.
hi, Steven.
Hi, Steven.
And I'm going to assume Walter.
Probably.
His ears were probably burning.
Yep. We were talking about you and Walter because we were talking about how Walter would find mistakes, and we were talking about the social on Wednesday. So
Yeah.
your ears should have been burning a little bit.
Good things, all good things.
All good things. Yep.
And your mad time warp skills.
At least we didn't tell anybody that Steven fell off his chair.
That was, and no, he wasn't drunk.
Yet.
Which made it even better.
Yeah.
That was during Pictionary, wasn't it?
We were playing
It
a
was.
game. We were playing a game, and we were all playing a game, and all of a sudden we look over and Steven's got his legs up in the air. Oh gosh. He was fine, else we wouldn't be laughing about it, but
Well, I might be, but
Well, but here's the
No.
question. Did you ask if he was okay first or laugh? Because that tells you whether he's old or not old. Because if
I
he's
think
not
we-
old, you just laugh. But old people, you ask if they're okay first. So
I think we actually might have laughed first. Sorry, Steven.
That means he's not old.
That's right. That means he's not old like me.
or you're all terrible friends, one of the two.
I think we're terrible people. Actually, Russ pushed him, so it's all his fault.
I didn't push him. I was showing him a picture from the phone.
Russ was trying to show him a picture during the game, and I
Of
think
a tape measure because somebody
Yeah.
else drew a tape measure that looked just like it.
and so I think Steven was trying to back up because he didn't know what he was doing, and he fell back.
I will never not just love the image of just seeing his feet.
Oh, we love you, Steven.
If we could only hear what he's saying right now.
Steven said, he said, let's not go there, LOL. They laughed first.
Only because we love you. If
Yeah.
we would have just ignored you if it were anything else.
And he said, I was laughing first. Yes, Russ pushed me.
I could not push him. I was on the other side of the room.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
You weren't on our team. You were on his team
No. Well, okay. I was on the other side of everybody on the team
of your
because
row.
I was passing the
Okay.
phone down in the row.
Okay.
Because I just needed to demonstrate why she drew a perfect tape measure.
Oh, that was fun.
You know, I thought it turned out pretty good for those of us who thought we could not draw. We didn't.
Yeah, everybody said they couldn't draw, and I thought it went
Okay.
really well.
No, I really couldn't draw because they weren't able to figure my stuff out, but I could guess.
Yeah, you were a
Yes.
good guesser.
You were
Yeah.
really good at guessing.
So Steven said, liar, liar, pants on fire, Russ.
Joke's on Steven. I'm not wearing pants. They're shorts.
Yes, even the day that it was freezing out, you were wearing shorts. I was like, I don't know how you're not cold. Steven said the game got me excited. That's why I flipped the chair. Oh, it was a lot of fun.
I was pleased to find out that y'all went to Shenanigans for lunch though, because on my way down there, I was joking with Kay and I was like, ooh, I should drive over there and try and stalk them. And I'm like, I bet they're at Shenanigans. That seems like a place they would go to.
It was fun. That was a good spot. It was a little Irish pub and it was a fun little place. Except the parking. The parking was horrible.
Oh, the parking. One of the folks that works in my chiropractor's office, she said that one of the first dollar bills in Shenanigans that's on the wall is one of hers.
Oh, really?
Yes. He was very excited to find out that we went to dinner there or lunch there.
It was a nice spot. And now you can really tell people we went to a quilt shop and got up to some shenanigans.
We did. That was a lovely quilt shop.
Yes.
That was, yes. The one that was a new location for them this year. Their old location was nice, but it was a little bit too small for the stock they had. So they had a hard time fitting everything in that old shop. But the worst thing about it was the parking. There was only enough room for like 3 cars. So this new place is great. Lots of parking. The building is just beautiful.
And there's a Dollar General next door.
Steven got to experience the Dollar General.
I actually passed another quilt store on the way out.
Yeah.
I passed it. I didn't stop and go in, but it's called Quilt and Caboodle. It wasn't too far away, so I wonder where like if that one's a good one or not, since nobody had talked about that one.
That one is, yeah, we could have maybe potentially gone to that one, but I contacted them and they wouldn't open for us, which is okay. I get it.
Oh,
They're taking their break, right?
yeah.
I don't blame them.
I just thought, I was like, oh, this is such a small town. They have 2 quilt shops and there are places that have 0.
You guys remember that beautiful quilt that was hanging up as you're at the cash register to the left?
Yes.
That
Yes.
beautiful. Well, that's a block of the month, and I signed up for it.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
So are they just going to ship it to you?
Yep. In fact, she called me yesterday.
Oh, very cool.
So, and we got everything all set up so that she'll just ship it right out. And it's
Very
all
good.
batiks. I did not realize it, but it's all batiks.
Very good.
Yeah, I'm
That
excited.
quilt was really pretty. Yeah. Oh, and Steven said, Dollar General, oh, be still my heart. And he also said, guess what I'm eating? Spray cheese.
Right.
So Steven likes the
Spray
spray cheese
cheese.
in a can, and it's hard to get in. I don't know if you can get it at all in Canada. So
It's
I
not
brought-
fruit, so it can't be sold in Canada.
oh, that's right. Okay. Yes, you can
It's
get
what?
it in Canada. So I brought him
it's
I
not
brought him
food.
spray cheese and Ritz, and so he's having a snack of that now.
I thought the craft dinner thing was really, really interesting. Having had craft dinner both in Florida visiting the in-laws and what's available here and some of the nutrition differences and requirements, it's interesting.
Yeah, that was fun. And I think it's really funny that most of the Americans thought that the Canadian one was American because yours was more orange. Because they were like, oh, that's got to be the American one because it's got more food coloring in it.
The American one has changed.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know who's in charge
almost
of their
wonder
marketing.
if you prepare the American one like the craft dinner, if it gets closer to the same.
We prepared them the same exact way.
No.
except I just-
Because the craft dinner had a different amount of milk and butter than the American.
Yeah, but we put the same one. We put the same in.
You put the same amount of milk and
Yep.
butter in
Yep.
both?
Yep. We did everything the same except the length of time that I cooked the noodles versus when he did, how much he did. So
And I'm with
No,
you on the
I
al
thought you
dente
both
noodles,
followed the
Stephanie.
box.
yeah, no, we didn't. We did exactly the same butter, exactly the same milk. Yep. Because we wanted them to be a true like side by side comparison.
I thought it was cute that you read the directions and measured.
I did too.
I know. I don't do that at home. I just go, okay, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Actually, I usually homemade mac and cheese. I don't usually use the box stuff, but
I was going to say, I won't even eat that stuff out of the box.
yeah. But Carrie, I'm with you. I like the noodles a little al dente because I feel like after the stuff all melds together, it softens even more, and I don't like mushy noodles.
Yeah, exactly.
I went to culinary school and still I yearn for the boxed macaroni and cheese with hot dogs in it and ketchup. It's like
Oh, jeez.
No.
I think that's what Steven was saying. He does. He throws like
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I said
knew-
that, Steven. I said I cooked mine less.
I knew when I heard Steven did that we were going to be besties for life.
I missed that. What did Steven do?
Hot dogs and ketchup in the mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, lost me at the ketchup, but I'm game for the hot dogs.
Well, I make baked macaroni and cheese. And
Me too. Me
I
too.
like it I put the milk and butter in with the macaroni, and then I cover it on top with the Longhorn cheese, and it melts down and gets a nice crispy crust on the top, and that's the way I like macaroni and cheese.
Oh, do garlic and butter and chive, maybe chive, sometimes depending. Panko topping on top of the baked mac and cheese. That's super legit.
Oh, that
See,
sounds
I
really
don't.
good.
I make a roux on the stove, and in my roux, I do the. I put the garlic in the roux. So
Oh, that sounds yummy.
A day
Okay,
without garlic is
so-
a day without sunshine.
Yeah. So Steven said, you lie, Stephanie, you cooked yours less. Well, yeah, I said that. I made it al dente. So I didn't lie.
Take it back.
He said also Walter would not let me put in our secret ingredient. Okay, people, everybody.
Okay, I keep hearing about this ingredient. What is it?
Okay, so everybody's been asking me since we did the video. Walter wouldn't let him put it in so we could keep the boxes as similar as possible. It's not a big thing. It's a slice of processed cheese. Yeah.
Like Velveeta.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, didn't he get sharp cheddar?
Maybe, but he said he throws like at home, he'll throw
But at home it's like
a slice of processed cheese or cheddar cheese or whatever they have, but it's basically just a slice of cheese. So it's not like some like truffle oil or something that makes it.
I was expecting something very gourmet.
I know. Shelly So said, I work at a quilt shop in Ohio. You could all come visit me. Which quilt shop do you work at, Shelly? And Charlotte said, my 16-year-old grandson loves that spray cheese straight from the can to his mouth. Ew.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
Yeah. Ooh, he said KD with spray cheese, ketchup, and a touch of mustard.
I think the last time I had KD, it was baked with pulled pork in the bottom of the pan and extra cheese on top. And ever since I've had that, I have never had KD again because I don't think it can be better.
Oh gosh. Man, I didn't think this KD thing was going to turn into a whole thing.
Well, I had Velveeta shells and cheese yesterday and realized why they don't have Velveeta dinner.
Why?
It takes a second to think about.
VD.
Funny.
Hey, Russ.
Russ
Valentine's
has
Day?
all the jokes.
I bet we're going to hear that one on your channel one of these days.
Nope.
No? Okay.
How did the marketing director of Velveeta get fired?
Well, I made the comment when I first started. The group at work I was in was called Corporate Planning and Reporting, or CP&R for short.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, I know why they're not corporate planning or corporate reporting and planning, because then they'd be crap. But we did have the fun and recreation team.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Oh, Russ has all the jokes.
No, we really did have a fun and recreation team, and we called it that.
So Russ is not allowed to name anything.
Right. That's
I
what I'm
didn't name
picking
it.
up on. And if Russ is in the group, be careful what you're naming things.
Yes.
They wanted to rename it, so I decided that an option would be people organizing office parties.
We love
Oh,
Russ,
geez.
but he names stuff like a 12-year-old boy would name things.
People organizing office parties. Oh, geez.
Shelly Sews is Carrie's quilting. Is there an actual quilt shop, or are you just long arm quilters, or? Steven said the only way to eat spray cheese is directly in the mouth, same as whipped cream.
Yes.
That's ready whip. The squirty stuff.
The squirty stuff. That's my son's favorite thing. Luke, my 6-year-old, he loves the Ready Whip.
I like the chocolate one. You can only find it at the holidays though.
Mm.
Hey, Carrie, my son really loves Ready Whip too.
Okay, that was a lot of triangles.
Yes.
I only got one sound wrong.
I did. I had to get out Jack.
Me too, but only once.
Phew, excuse me. It's a full service quilt shop. Carrie has a website. Okay, Shelly, I will take a peek at that quilt shop.
Yeah, I got that center section in here done wrong. And I had to take it out and do it again.
Well, I did it again.
Shelly, so what part of the state of Ohio are you guys in?
If we didn't already know, we knew listening to Stephen and Walter that Ohio is a big freaking state.
I know he gets out of the car and he's like, Ohio's a really big state. And I was like, yeah.
You need to drive from the north to the south of California.
Yeah, that's a long one.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly so said yes in Anna. Oh, so you guys aren't that far off 75 then. We drove right past you on the way home.
Tell you what, that drive to Hawaii is a long one too.
It is.
You got to hold your breath a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Russ. Cracking me
Google
up
Maps
tonight.
used to have an Easter egg that would give you the driving directions from like basically anywhere in the United States to like London. And it would take you to the edge of the pier in Boston and then tell you to swim for 26 days.
That it?
Apparently.
Yeah, the last two little ones were like,
Okay.
oh.
Yeah. C and D. I'm like, did I connect them somewhere? I mean,
Yeah.
I will, I know, but
Yeah, I have no idea what this is going to look like, but that pop of orange in the middle of it is going to be really cool.
we're over halfway through. It's time for me to start guessing, I think.
Did you guess this early last time?
I think I started guessing, yeah, because at 6, I started to notice there was a distinct pattern. So now I will have to think about that.
I will say, having done the entire village green in a single day, you do notice the patterns a lot easier because you've got all of the clues mentally in your head immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and
I also knew how they were going to finish, but you know, it was still seeing everything the same. And I'm like, oh, this again.
yeah,
you
in the
put them
village
away?
green, there was that there was the border. You could tell those borders.
Yeah.
And we did one early and then we did one later, and I was like, oh, it's a square. I got it. And then it was like pretty easy.
Mm. Oh, Shelly Sews runs a long arm in that shop. That's awesome.
see, like you can tell. Here's a star point. Here's a star point.
You'll be wrong one of these times.
Gosh, that just doesn't seem likely.
You're probably good at escape rooms too.
What's that?
I said, probably good at escape rooms too.
No,
See,
I was
as
really
long as-
bad at that because the time thing freaked me out. I was like, I need to be alone.
Well, I think you weren't good at it because you weren't doing it in your order. Like there was, how many of us were there? There were like 7 or 8 of us, and people were going like all over the room, and you were like wanting people to go in a certain.
I have a method. It's like when we put a puzzle together
Oh,
and she's like, I don't think that's gonna work, but okay, we'll try it.
I don't know that we're allowed to put puzzles together again.
Well, no, because you cheated.
Oh. So
I didn't
Carrie,
cheat. I
I'm
just
hearing-
held the last piece in my hand, and we got to the end, and she's like looking around on the floor, and we're like, "Oh, where is it?" And I'm like, "Huh."
Oh, I was so disappointed because I was like, we went to all this work and the piece is missing. No, she cheated.
She was so mad.
I was so
Well,
mad.
guys, I have to say bye till later. See you next time.
Okay, have a
Hi,
great
Bev.
evening.
Bye.
Bye. So Carrie, I'm hearing that I should do an escape room with you and not Kay.
Yes. Although if you want to get out, you probably should go with Kay. I don't know.
Hey, I've gotten out every time I've gone. I'm
Have
very
you? Okay.
Yep.
Not me, but we've gone with kids as young as 4.
Well, you have to go to a kid one then if you're gonna go with little kids.
Yeah,
I took my kids
That's
to
my
one that was
excuse.
like Charlie and the Chocolate Theme Factory themed, and it was fun.
Well, that sounds really fun.
It's only fun if Oompa Loompas come and kidnap you.
What?
It's only fun if the Oompa Loompas come out if you do something wrong.
Oh.
Well, I would never steal the fizzy whatever, so
Busy lifting drinks. Yeah.
yes.
I've seen the Johnny Depp one so often now because of my kids. I can't even remember what the original ones were.
I don't think I've ever watched the Johnny Depp one because he kind of creeps me out in that. But my oldest went through a phase where she loved it. Like Wizard of Oz is her favorite, but there was a period of time where she was watching that all the time. And she went to stay at my dad's, and they had people there doing construction. And she asked the construction guy if he ate a blueberry. And he was like, he's like, what? He didn't understand.
Yeah.
And my stepmom was like, oh, nothing. Here, come over here.
The
Has
only line
anybody-
I remember from the Johnny Depp one is, and that's cannibalism, and that's frowned upon in society.
Has anybody seen the new Wonka movie?
I've seen all the advertisements for it, and I want to go see it. We had an opportunity to get a screening of it a few weeks ago, but it was not on a convenient day for me.
Oh.
Talk about being weirded out by somebody. That Timothy Chalamet dude
Oh,
ooped me out.
Oh yeah.
He's just, I don't know. there's something like too weirdly perfect about him. I don't know.
That's funny. I don't know. I couldn't get the Johnny Depp one. I could never get into just because I've seen the original so many times. That one that one freaked me out. So I don't know if I want to see this one or not.
You can definitely
I'll
tell
see it when it
the
comes out
original
on
ones were
Max.
high.
What's that? What's that, Shannon?
I was saying that you can tell the original one, they were high. It was
Well,
like
yeah.
the same people that were doing HR Puffin stuff. Like they like graduated to that Willy Wonka one. The Johnny Depp one, they were trying to be so
Modern and different.
yeah.
Avant-garde.
Avant-garde, yes.
That's a good word for it. Yeah.
I thought the Johnny Depp one, they were trying to be really true to the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the other one was just kind of crazy.
Yes. So good.
But that's
That's
the one
so
we grew
good.
up with, so
Yeah.
it's hard to see the other one.
Anything with Gene Wilder in it is automatically perfection. So
Oh yeah, I love him. And the kid who played Charlie in the one with Gene Wilder is a vet now. And he's originally from Cleveland.
Oh.
So he comes back every once in a while and does a thing.
that's cool.
Yeah. Shelly, see, are you all done? Because you're just sitting there.
I'm done.
You want to show yours?
Okay, I have the first section, which is this one. And I like that pop of orange that's in there.
That's
Yeah.
steampunk.
And then this is the one that I had to take the middle out and do it again because I did it wrong.
Oh.
And then these are the other ones that I got done. It's like, oh, am I done? Okay.
Anybody else done with their colorway and want to share?
Sure, go on.
I am.
Oh,
This is part A.
Nice.
Nice.
And then here's the middle one.
Oh, I like that.
Oh yeah, that's good.
And then oh, are we done?
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to call that one now. Oh, are we done?
Nice.
I'll just repeat Russ.
Oh, pretty. I'm
But I
excited.
will say, but see, look, here's a star.
Yes.
Here's a star.
I'm excited to see yours and Russ's because now I'll know what Sarah's is going to look like.
Did we see
Yeah.
your "oh, we're done"? I didn't see your "oh, we're done."
Oh, my overdones. Well, I didn't think those were as exciting because I don't know where they go yet. Oh, we're done?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Here's
So
the
I think it's just amazing how different they look in the different colorways.
Oh, I like the blue.
Oh,
There's
Karen, that's pretty.
part
That's
one,
nice.
and then the middle part. I don't know which
Oh
way
yeah.
it's gonna end up going here, but
Oh,
That one looks
Oh,
more like a
nice.
target than mine.
and then the ones at the end that we have no idea
Yeah.
where they go or what they're gonna do.
Maybe they threw those kind in this time to throw everybody off.
Yep.
I
So
mean, if you
here's
put all four together with the centerpiece, you could have another star.
That's true.
so there's my A.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
pretty.
And then let's see.
Oh, I
Oh,
love that.
And then here's the. Oh, we're done.
Oh, we're done.
I don't know how I'm feeling about this, but this is for my daughter and she picked out the colors. So I do not believe I would have picked this out, but
Yeah,
I'm liking it. It's very happy.
it is.
That's,
And
that was my second choice.
it's out of my norm of what I would do. So that's why I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it has nice contrast though.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was my second choice.
Here's
I
my
like
A.
ooh, and
I
you
like
got that perfect trash pandas.
Yes. Here is my B.
Oh, I like that.
And here is my, oh, we're done.
Ooh, I love it.
Nice.
I've got my A and my O were done, but I don't have the middle piece done yet. So the A or
Oh.
A,
Pretty.
Mm-hmm.
do like the blues,
Yes.
and the overdones.
Can you call it an overdone if you're not quite done yet?
I know, I feel
Here's the thing though, Shannon, I
Oh,
am
we're almost
always
done.
I am always amazed, Shannon. I don't always chime in, but when I listen to you, you will say things and I'm like, we are like the same person. Because I did the A block, then I did the C and D block, and then I went back to that B. So
I like gratification.
Sometimes I'm like, we're the same person. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you though? Because I kind of like Shannon.
Ah.
Sisters, sisters.
Off she walked.
Oh, let's see. Kathy said, love seeing all the colorways. Awesome. And Catherine wanted to know how we store them. So I don't know what all of these fine people do, but I usually have something on my design wall all the time, so I can't keep it here for 10 months. So I just put them, I fold them gently and I put them back in the bag that they came in with the clue number. So
Yep.
I know where they
That's
go.
what I do.
And they fit nicely in that box because we all, or at least most of us, I think, prepaid. So we get the
Yep.
nice little box.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't prepay, but I bought these little boxes from Joann's. And they
Oh,
fit in
there you
there.
go.
They didn't have any of those at my Joann's today. They had the bigger ones, but they didn't have that size.
Yeah, they fit in
Because
there nicely.
they're $2 at Joann's right now.
Oh, they were $3 when I bought mine. It was
They're
much higher price
$2
before
right now
Christmas.
until the 10th.
Well, that's
Might
why
have
they
to go
didn't
back
have
and
any
get
at
more.
yours.
Carrie, there's your mission.
What was that box again?
It looks like a little milk crate, and it actually folds up. It folds all down into it to be flat if you want it to.
It was in the front of my Joann's today when I went looking.
I like to use, I think I have these clear from Target.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But these fit in perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you can just stack them in there.
Well, there's a different style at Target I was gonna get, and I think that they would I think they are similar in that width.
But I'm getting the full meal deal this time, and so I'll have the box. So I'll have to try that.
So has anybody else seen this crazy like Stanley Cup Target thing on their news?
Yes.
That's been a whole thing here. People waiting for hours outside the Target to get these cups. And I was like, I didn't even know what it was at first. I was like, who's Stanley and what is this cup?
I saw a meme today and I have no idea what it's about.
I know what a Stanley Cup is.
They're the new trend of a cup, and they had a special Valentine's red one for Target at Target. But
Okay.
People lost their minds.
I can't buy into one more brand of water. I mean, I had so many water cups, like the Yetis, the what's the other one? I don't know. There's been
Hydro
things-
flask.
Yeah, the Hydro Flask.
Iron Flask, Awala. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
cannot buy into one more.
Yeah. Yep.
My favorite one's the one from the hospital that doesn't weep, but it has this, it's really big and I can put 32 ounces of water in it with ice.
Uh,
Okay. Go on, go. There.
Yep, that's been a thing here on the news for the last week. And I was just like, can't pay me enough to fight people for a cup,
I know.
especially a
No.
cup that costs $50.
Oh, that's
Hey.
cheap. That's why, it's because it's cheap.
Mhm.
Some of them are $80 or $90.
Yeah, the Yetis are. Yep.
No, the
I don't
Stanley
think-
cups are.
I don't know.
That Stanley brand. It's
Yeah.
the same brand as the thermos. The Stanley thermos. So
It's
I-
not
I
even
don't
a
know.
cute cup.
It's not.
No.
Don't tell that to the children.
And they're going on eBay for $300 and $500.
That's what my husband said. He's an eBay freak, and he's like, people are reselling these things for a couple $100s, and I'm like, the people who are buying them are insane
Yeah.
Yeah.
for a cup.
And status
Yep.
for whatever weird reason.
Yeah. I kind of felt that way about Coach handbags when they came out. It's like, if I spent that much money on the handbag, I wouldn't have any money to put in the handbag.
Yeah.
I like my Coach handbag. I'm not buying that Stanley Cup, but I do like my Coach handbag.
Okay, well, it's about 6:15, so we're gonna wrap up here. I have to feed my children some dinner, and it sounds like they're starting to circle up there. I can hear them on the floor. So, Russ, one more time, do you want to say what's coming up in your channel?
Tomorrow evening at some point, I will be putting out my weekly vlog with all the shenanigans that have happened over the past 2 weeks. And then next Saturday at 11 a.m., I'm going to be live. Not sure what I'm doing yet, but I will be live.
Awesome. Shannon.
So tomorrow morning is brunch, and it'll be me and Stephanie. Then Tuesday is the New York Beauty on my channel for this month. Then Wednesday night is the social with Stephanie and Stephen and Walter and Russ and me. Then Thursday morning, oh my gosh, what a busy week. Thursday morning is my vlog. Yeah.
Lots going on. Yes. So again, the virtual retreat is not this Sunday, but the following Sunday. If you are part of the virtual retreat, you should have received an email today with the cutting instructions and fabric requirements. If you didn't, make sure you email me, but I send it out to everybody. So hopefully you got it. Next Saturday after my live, I will send out the actual full patterns for you guys. And then Sunday, we will meet at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. We will start at 9 a.m. promptly. So you have a little bit of about a half hour there to get there. And then I'm going to mute everybody at 9 o'clock, and Shannon's going to take over and teach us how to do her pattern. I'm really excited about it. It's Shannon's first pattern. Yay.
I am very nervous about it. Stephanie is very excited. I am terrified.
Yes. And thank you, Ingrid. She just put the link in for the retreats. There you can find the Georgia retreat for this year, which is a weird thing to say. I keep wanting to say next year, but it's this year because we went to the new year. So the Georgia retreat for this year, I've only got a couple spots left because I saw a couple people during the live signed up. So thank you for those folks that are signed up.
Yay!
Can't wait to see you there. That's going to be a lot of fun. Coming soon, I will be putting up also the Pennsylvania retreat, which is in September. I just had to finalize a few details before I could get that up. So that will be going up soon as well. Moto Blockheads started again. So Moto Blockheads 5 Part 2. This past week, I put up Block 1. Block 2 comes out on Wednesday. So at some point, Wednesday, it might even be Thursday because I forgot how many things we have going on Wednesday. It'll go up this week. Wednesday is also the sewing day with Stephen and Stephanie. Sew day. that we have. We haven't been there for a couple weeks because we were gone at the retreat. So I'm really excited to see all of you again. I've missed all of you, so I'm really happy for Wednesday to be here so we can see you. That starts at 9 a.m. Eastern time, goes till about 4 p.m. Eastern time. Come and go as you please. You don't have to be there at 9 a.m. I know for some of you it's really early, especially the West Coasters, and we have a few people that come from Hawaii, so that's quite a ways. It's really early for you. So that's Wednesday, and then like Shannon said, Wednesday night is the social, which is our once a month new little get together that we're doing. It's Russ, Shannon, Walter, Stephen, and I. Stephen came up with the idea, so we're going to start on his channel. We're going to rotate between channels each month, but just going to be a chance for us creators to get together, talk some sewing, maybe some life stuff, maybe some Russ jokes. But it should be a lot of fun.
Hopefully not those.
100% those.
It should be a lot of fun. And then, like Shannon said, tomorrow we're going to do the potato chip quilt again, which is the quilt that's on the wall behind me. It's the supersized potato chip quilt. It sews up. Yeah, it sews up really fast. I made this one in 45 minutes. And that's if you have everything pre-cut. If you don't have a pre-cut, it'll take you a little longer. But and then Tuesday is the New York Beauty on Shannon's channel. So go to Shannon's channel,
Can you
Slate Art.
just wait a minute, please?
Everybody that I talked about, all the channels are in the description box below this video, as well as the link for the Stephen and Stephanie Sew Day, my retreat, and my Facebook group Together We Sew Quilting. So come on over there, join the group if you haven't already, and post your pictures. We love seeing pictures. That's where we're looking for your New York Beauty pictures and things like that. Shannon and I have been loving seeing what colors you choose. It's been great. So I think that's everything. That was a lot. But I'm really excited for 2024. There's a lot of fun stuff coming up. We've got, the social starting and sew-alongs and all kinds of things planned. So stay tuned to all of our channels. And we'll see you guys for Carnival month 7 on February 2nd. Bye.